Why do people think implants require a 10-year timer? Well, that mainly stems from studies that we did in the 90s looking at silicone breast implants. And we used those studies actually to show the FDA that silicone breast implants were safe. What they saw was after the 10-year mark, we saw an increase in rupture rates. So there's about a risk of a 1% rupture per year. And then at the 10-year mark, we see that rate go astronomically up. Here's the interesting thing. While this curve does this sort of exponential growth, that is based on old implants, on old shell technology. And we've had a couple iterations since then. So the question is, well, does this data from implants from 30 years ago still hold up? And the overall consensus amongst most plastic surgeons and the companies themselves are, no, it doesn't. However, the FDA is not willing to change their stance on switching implants out over 10 years. And you now have sort of a battle. You've got a group on one hand, which are the plastic surgeons and the companies saying, hey, these are newer implants that really shouldn't be factoring on old data from the 90s, versus the FDA that's saying, well, then show us new data that says don't do it, and we will. So what should you do? Most people say follow the FDA guidelines, which is 10 years. But I know I just said it's not true. Well, it's not, but they still recommend you follow it. Head scratcher?